Hello my lovely pool people. We're back with another pool video. It's been a while since we've done one. So I just wanted to show y'all today how I test my pool chemicals. If you've seen any of my other previous videos, we had a above ground Intex pool over there that we had for 6 or 7 years. And then last year we upgraded to this vinyl liner in-ground pool. But anyways, so when we had the Intex pool, we tried some of the test strip, little test strips that you get to test your water. Wasn't a fan of those. And then I bought the Taylor water test kit, where you take a sample of your water, you add some chemicals to it. Wasn't really a fan of that one either. And then we ended up just taking samples of our water to our local pool store, and then they would tell us, you know, what we needed to add and whatnot. And while that worked really great, it wasn't really the most convenient way to test our water. So after looking online a little bit, I came across the Leslie AccuBlue Home water test kit. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. And before we jump into that, I wanted to show y'all this robotic skimmer here that we picked up last year. It's solar powered. So it just propels around the surface of your pool and picks up any debris like bugs and leaves and, you know, anything that collects in your pool surface. But like I said, it's solar powered, so you never have to charge it, and it just propels around. So great addition. I'll drop a link for that in the description. We picked it up on Amazon. Then of course we have a robotic pool vacuum that cleans the bottom surface and the walls of the pool as well. Okay, so this is the AccuBlue Home water tester. It has this device here that you just plug the outlet, and then you have these cartridges similar to what your pool store may use that you fill with a sample of your pool water, and then we're going to insert the cartridge into the device. So it does come with a syringe here. So I've got a sample of my pool water that I filled up in this bottle. They say go elbow deep at least for the water. So we're going to just fill this cartridge up here. Oop, we got a little hole there you got to line that up with. All right, we're going to fill that up. All right, so we've got our cartridge filled now. So we're going to open this up, insert our cartridge into the device. Now, you will have to download the app for this, and then that will connect to your phone via Bluetooth. And then once you get that downloaded, you'll have to enter some information about your pool, like how many gallons, and I believe it does ask maybe what kind of pump you have. I'm not sure. So we're going to hit test water. Ooh. Hit the wrong button there. Test water. All right. It will ask you a few questions here. If you've recently filled your pool, if you notice any kind of dirty water, cloudiness, haziness, none of that applies to us today. So we'll hit run water test. Now this does take about 1 minute before you get your results. So while that's doing its thing, I'm gonna go over a couple things. So this is a subscription-based product. It is $50 a month. However, they do give you $50 a month in credits that you could then use in their store, or their physical store, or their online store. So you pay the $50 a month, but then you can use $50 a month for chemicals or accessories or anything that you need. And also they give you the ability to pause the subscription while you're not using it through winter or late fall. But, you know, I usually keep mine going. I like to build the credits up, and then we can buy pool accessories, and we definitely buy chemicals throughout the year, chlorine tabs and shock and things like that. So keep that in mind. It may not be the cheapest option, but it's nice to have those credits available whenever you want to use them. So this is just about done here. We're at 93%. All right, so we do have a few issues here. This will test 10 water parameters, so it does test pretty in depth. Things like your free chlorine, total chlorine, calcium, pH, all those important things. So if we take a look here, let's get this focus. Our pH is a little high. Our chlorine is a little high. So what we'll do is we'll click Save and View Treatment Plan, and then it's going to tell you what chemicals you need to add and how much. And that's why it's important to put the correct amount of gallons that you have in your pool. All right, so we have low calcium hardness, so we'll click See Details, and then it's going to tell us to add, X amount of pounds of hardness plus calcium. And then it gives you ability to just add that product that you need to your cart. So if you don't have that, you can just simply add it to your cart and then use your credits that you're paying for your membership to have that shipped to your house. And they've always been really quick to ship. And it's always been free shipping as well. I don't know if I mentioned it, but you will have to purchase these cartridges. They're really cheap. They're like $1.80 a piece, and I believe you could buy them in 5 and 10 packs. But this has been very helpful. Last year, we've been able to keep our pool balanced throughout the year really easily. It is a little off today because recently we did drain our pool to try to fix a wrinkle in our pool liner, and then we've had a lot of rain. So we do have a few issues today. But overall, it's been really simple to keep our chemicals balanced, and it just kind of guides you right through to make things super simple. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And then also I'll include a link in the description to purchase this. Thanks for watching.